It's chicken coop day. We're going to look at Lainey and Tim's new chicken coop, and we're going to look at ours again, and we're going to talk about them a little bit. Here we go.
We're taking a walk outside to show Ann Tim's new chicken coop.
Oh, I think it's
cute. So we're going to come through the porch. I did create a new game, too.
What's that?
This is for the grandkids. I bought these at an estate sale, and I didn't know what they were for. So I had a friend of mine build me that, and the kids just throw the hoops on and use that for one of the birthday parties for the kids. I'm actually pretty good.
You are pretty good.
I jinxed myself.
Yeah, you did. Oh,
yeah,
you're
it's all
really
over
good.
now. But anyway, that's a new game that I created for the kids. So you can't get that at a Target or a Walmart, unfortunately.
Fun. Nope.
So we're gonna go out back. I've been doing some planting. And after I went to Walker Homestead, I went to some type of garden. And I bought myself a real plant because I usually kill everything.
Right.
But I'm being positive and I'm trying, so that's a new plant. We got some binoculars because we've been looking for dinosaurs. We've been on the hunt for dinosaurs. We're going to this. I didn't cut the grass because I was in the cave. We're going to walk out here. I'm going to show you some things I've been working on. I did So we were building a chicken coop. We were doing real live work, people. This is real life. We were building a chicken coop back there, and that's 2 months ago. So for Father's Day, I bought Tim a chicken coop.
Oh my goodness.
This was some steps with granite that I put in. And when I come home from work, we hang out back here and we do a fire. And I get the fire really blazing, and I broke all the bricks. But this is my life, so if people want to know what Lainey does. So again, I haven't cut the grass, and this was my garden during COVID, and I didn't plant a thing this year.
Wow.
But between the condos, I don't have time.
Yeah.
So, but I do like burning wood, so I'm burning up some stuff, and we got a little chair for Rory. And that's our bunny. So we're like a farm here now. And then this is Tim's new chicken coop.
Oh, that's cute.
I got it delivered in, and I said he had to stain it to match the house.
You have 9 chickens in here?
Yeah, there's 9 chickens.
Now, do you ever let them run around, roam?
Only when we're home.
Okay.
So, and I usually, up here, I cut everything by hand. I really cut a lot of the lawn.
Because they'll eat all the lawn for you. The chickens.
So we have a lot of foxes.
Enclosure and put the wire.
Well, I said, why don't we just take them out and put them in the garden? Like they'd be safe in there.
Well,
you gotta put something on the
you have
top.
to put something over the top because the
netting. Because
there's
foxes
hawks.
But they only come out when we're here. This is new. We've only had them for 5 months. We don't get any eggs. We haven't gotten any.
No, you won't get any yet.
So anyway, I have a golf cart. So the golf cart I take out of my shed down there. And I drive the grandchildren all up around here, and then this is dinosaur land in here.
Okay.
So we're very creative. So we go in here and we're looking for dinosaurs, and we're doing a lot of outdoor stuff. And I make them work. I make them pick up sticks, maybe 10 or 20 each, and they'll have a basket, and then they bring it to the fire pit.
Wow.
We're really trying to work these children.
Wow.
So yeah, over here's got a little side door.
Hello, babies.
That it opens, but chickens are like messy.
I know they do.
I don't get it. I don't know why people are in love with all the chickens.
Well, there's a lot of
trying to be a good person. So
no, I can't really see them.
No, there's two.
They're big too. They're way bigger than mine.
Yeah, like these.
Hokey toots, they're big.
Ooh, they're all on the perch.
Yeah, that's it. There's perches.
Yeah. And that's what they do. They just hang out.
Yes, and then they'll come in the nesting boxes, and eventually they're supposed to give us eggs.
They will after 6 months.
Not to get Tim sad, but I think there's a lot of roosters in there.
That's very possible. We had 4 roosters we had to get rid of.
It should there only be 1 per.
Well, you can tell. I see that guy's a rooster. I mean, you can see who's a rooster. This guy. There's a rooster right there. There's.
Oh, do they have the little thing on their head?
Yes, there's quite a few roosters in there.
And then the stone underneath this came off where the condos when we're building.
Yeah.
So Tim and
There's
I actually
4 roosters in there.
Yeah.
I think there's 4 roosters. He's in complete denial.
Oh no,
Sorry
there are
if you
4
watch this, Tim,
roosters.
but telling you,
There's not enough females.
No.
And they're not going to lay eggs with roosters because they're not happy because they're trying to attack them.
Yeah.
They want to mate.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
only happy chickens give you eggs.
Yes, plus they need a place to go because they're too cramped. Like they need to move around.
I think we might be eating rooster soon.
Yep.
Well, I think not that you have nothing to do, but if you build a bigger thing, then they can
Yes,
run around and maybe
you build
they'll be
it-
happier.
Yeah, like we
But they
have.
got to be protected from.
Yeah,
And
you've
that's
seen
why
ours.
he only
big
lets
fence
them out
and
when
stuff.
he's got the
Yeah.
fire going or he's out here working. Because the whole yard is fenced in. So the dogs just run around out here.
Okay.
But foxes can just easily
course they
jump
can.
over the stone
Yes.
The
wall.
fox can swoop down.
Weasels,
And
you know, any
weasels.
of them. Yep.
But yeah, anyway, that's it. I just wanted to show you the coop.
That's a cute one, though. I really think it's adorable. It's a really
Happy Father's
cute
Day,
one.
Tim.
All right, since we're looking at chicken coops, and we were trying to explain to Lainey what Tim should do to their chicken coops so that they can have more room, happy chickens. I mean, this is the truth about chickens. They have to be happy to lay. And your roosters, if you have more than one rooster, they're all going to fight over each other and pretty much kill each other. And we found that with all our roosters, they were trying to kill a couple of our chickens. And it got really ugly, and we had to get rid of a few roosters, which, boy, that was really hard for me because they were all like my little babies, but they were killing each other. And the person that we let the roosters go to, I have no idea what he did with them. He might have eaten them, and I'll tell you, I can't eat my pets. So that was just completely impossible. But I figure it's been a little while since I showed you guys our chicken coop and kind of our whole idea behind it. So I think I'll do that in a minute. Let's do it. Okay, here we are at our chicken coop. I can see right now Thomas to take that plywood off the door. He puts that plywood in the winter just so that it keeps them warm, but he can take it off now. They need more air because it's the summer. That's just one other thing for him to do. But our chicken coop is a pretty good size. I can see actually there's already paint peeling on the door. What a pain. This is a cute chicken coop, and we put vents all through the coop. So you can see up there we have vents that we built in, and that's so that they get a lot of air in there. But we put this netting stuff over it so that nothing could get in, because a weasel or something could crawl up the top, or a raccoon, and crawl in there and kill all our chickens. This is a hatch door that we use to, wow, these have really grown, these ferns. This is the hatch that we use to clean out the chicken coop. And then we put netting again underneath there so they'd be able to have a place to be in the shade in the summer. And they really hang out there a lot. Now, what we did too was we buried this fencing 12 inches underneath so that an animal couldn't just dig their way under it and get into the coop. So we tried everything we could, knowing that we have so many animals here. We tried everything we could to keep them from coming in. Plus, we were really deliberate about the locks on the chicken coop so that clever animals could not get into the locks. And this door is an antique door that we had, and we just used it on the coop. We built this from scratch. Now, this is how gross things get. They poop all over everything, and they stand up on that beam. They could also be on these beams, but there's 6 of them, and they always stand there. And they just poop and poop and poop. That's one of their water things. This is the one, that water doesn't look too clean. But this is the one we primarily use. Rocky hears me and doesn't like that I'm here. Primarily use in the winter because they can get the water out of that and it's heated. We have more ventilation up there. And then down there are their nesting boxes, and you can see that Dusty is nesting in a box. So this is a good way that I can keep an eye on them with this door and kind of leave them alone. But yeah, Tom forgot to unscrew that, so we'll have to do that. There's another ventilation there. And then over here, this is the long box that we built. Now, we designed this ourselves. I really like this thing. This is the long box that we built. This is where we go get our eggs in the roosting area. So, I mean, we could fit a lot more than the 6. We have 5 hens and 1 rooster. We could fit a lot more in here. Oh, I can see Dusty left. So now they're all out, but this is where we can get the eggs. And doesn't look like there aren't any eggs to get right now. Tom's been getting them consistently. We learned once that Tom left the eggs too long and they actually had baby chicks in them that were starting to hatch. So here's our little babies. We've got Rocky right here with the crown on his head, and then the rest are hens. So we've got Lacey and Polly, and there's Raven, and Dusty is getting some water right now. So Tom went in there. This was such a mess. Tom went in and put cement blocks there so that the water and the food could go in there, because they were just kicking so much dirt into the food and water, and it was getting ruined. So I think we need some more wood chips to put down here over the ground in the mud, because it still kind of smells bad. But Tom just cleaned all this out. Hello, babies. Hello, babies. Yeah, hi, Polly. But anyway, this is it's really a pretty good size where they can walk around. And I mean, I think as far as chicken coops go, we don't have a lot of fun things for them to do. But those 2 things have been really handy so that we don't have to come out and feed them and give them water every day. We can leave that if we go away for a few days. They have that. That one place is kind of hard because if it rains, the food can get clogged. You are a pain, Rocky. Now, if I was in there, Rocky would be attacking me. I mean, he is pretty defensive. All right. But they're very safe. This whole thing, around this whole thing is built. Lots of this fencing, 1/4 inch. So really you can't even get a mouse in there. So it keeps all of the things from coming in. Snakes, mice, rats, nothing gets into our chickens. And that makes me really happy. And this goes way up. Like, this almost feels like it's at a zoo. This is about, I don't know, 12 feet high, 12, 13, 14, 15, I think 12 feet high. And the whole thing is covered so that hawks can't get in. We've had quite a few hawks sitting on the trees trying to get into them, but nobody can get in. So it's a pretty good system. I mean, when we were doing it, it took a lot of time. Now, we weren't building condos like Lainey and Tim are. So this was just one summer project. And it took us, a couple months to get the whole thing done. But I always tease Tom that if we had a big fight, he could just go live in the chicken coop. Because really, the chicken coop is big enough for a wonderful big playhouse, or, of course it'd have to be cleaned out really well, but it's a pretty cool building. I think it's pretty cool. And I think that they really love that they don't get wet under the chicken coop. They have sand to play around in. It helps clean their feet. They've been very healthy, very happy chickens, very safe. We haven't lost one chicken since we built this thing, and that was in 2020. All right, so that's our chicken coop. So if any of you are feeling like you want chickens, here's a couple ideas to get your chickens. I really love how Lainey painted their chicken coop to match their house. I actually wanted to do that, and then everyone was like, oh, I like the blue. So I did actually paint it originally to match the house, but you know me, I like change, and I do kind of like the blue. So I hope you guys have a good day. We'll see you soon.